Top 25 Standard Chartered Interview Questions and Answers. If you're preparing for a Standard Chartered Bank interview, you're already one step ahead because today's video is going to give you exactly what you need to succeed. Standard Chartered is not just a bank. It's a global institution that values integrity, innovation, and performance. In this video, I'll walk you through the top 25 most commonly asked Standard Chartered interview questions, along with clear, professional, and well-structured answers. Whether you're applying for operations, finance, relationship management, or a graduate role, this guide will help you walk into your interview with confidence. 1. Tell me about yourself. This is often the first question in a Standard Chartered interview, and it's your chance to make a strong impression. A good answer should be structured, professional, and relevant to the role. Start with your educational background. Briefly mention your professional experience, and end with why you're interested in this role. For example, you can say that you have a background in finance or business, followed by hands-on experience in banking, customer service, or operations. Then connect your skills, like analytical thinking, teamwork, or compliance awareness, to Standard Chartered's global banking environment. Avoid personal details and keep your response confident and focused. 2. Why do you want to work at Standard Chartered Bank? Standard Chartered looks for candidates who genuinely understand and align with its values. A strong answer should mention the bank's global presence, commitment to ethical banking, and focus on emerging markets. You can say that Standard Chartered's emphasis on sustainability, diversity, and long-term client relationships resonates with you. Additionally, mention how the bank's culture of learning and innovation attracts you. Show that you've researched the organization and are not just applying randomly. Ending your answer by linking your career goals with the bank's mission makes your response even more compelling. 3. What do you know about Standard Chartered Bank? This question tests your preparation. A well-informed candidate stands out immediately. You should mention that Standard Chartered is a leading international banking group with operations across Asia, Africa, the Middle East, Europe, and the Americas. Highlight its focus on corporate banking, wealth management, and retail banking. You can also mention its strong commitment to sustainability, digital transformation, and ethical practices. Avoid memorizing facts. Focus on understanding the bank's business model and values. Interviewers appreciate candidates who show genuine interest rather than rehearsed answers. 4. What are Standard Chartered's core values? Standard Chartered's core values are do the right thing, better together, and never settle. A strong answer doesn't just list these values, but explains how you embody them. For example, do the right thing can be linked to integrity and compliance, while better together reflects teamwork and collaboration. Never settle shows continuous improvement and innovation. You should also give a brief example from your past experience that aligns with at least one of these values. This shows cultural fit, which is extremely important to Standard Chartered. 5. How do you handle pressure and tight deadlines? Banking environments can be fast-paced, and Standard Chartered wants employees who remain calm under pressure. A good answer explains your approach to prioritization, planning, and communication. You can say that you break tasks into smaller steps, focus on high-impact activities, and maintain clear communication with stakeholders. Mention that you stay calm and solution-focused rather than stressed. If possible, give a real-life example where you successfully manage pressure without compromising accuracy or compliance. This reassures the interviewer that you can handle demanding situations professionally. 6. Describe a time you worked in a team. Teamwork is critical at Standard Chartered, especially in cross-functional and multicultural environments. When answering, briefly describe the situation, your role, and the outcome. Focus on collaboration, communication, and respect for diverse perspectives. You might talk about how you contributed your skills while also supporting others. Emphasize how working together led to a better result than working alone. This shows that you understand the importance of better together, which aligns directly with the bank's values. 7. How do you ensure accuracy in your work? Accuracy is crucial in banking due to financial, legal, and regulatory risks. A strong answer should mention attention to detail, double-checking work, and following standard operating procedures. You can also talk about using checklists, validation tools, or peer reviews. Explain that you understand the consequences of errors and take responsibility for delivering precise results. This answer reassures the interviewer that you're reliable and risk-aware, qualities highly valued in Standard Chartered. 8. What experience do you have in banking or finance? Even if you're a fresher, you can still answer this question effectively. Mention internships, academic projects, certifications, or customer-facing roles. Focus on transferable skills such as financial analysis, compliance understanding, customer service, or data handling. If you have professional experience, highlight your responsibilities and achievements. The key is to relate your experience to the role you're applying for and demonstrate your readiness to work in a regulated banking environment. 9. How do you handle confidential information? Standard Chartered places extreme importance on data privacy and confidentiality. A good answer shows that you understand the sensitivity of financial and customer data. You can say that you strictly follow company policies, access information only on a need-to-know basis, and avoid discussing sensitive matters in public or unsecured environments. Mention compliance with regulations and ethical responsibility. This response builds trust and shows that you take confidentiality seriously. 10. What would you do if you made a mistake at work? This question tests accountability and integrity. A strong answer should emphasize honesty and responsibility. Say that you would immediately report the mistake to your supervisor, assess the impact, and take corrective action. Avoid blaming others or hiding errors. Standard Chartered values transparency and learning from mistakes. Showing that you are proactive and solution-oriented makes your answer stand out positively. 11. How do you prioritize multiple tasks? In banking, managing multiple responsibilities is common. A good answer explains your method for prioritization, such as urgency, impact, and deadlines. You can mention using task lists, digital tools, or time-blocking techniques. Also highlight flexibility, as priorities can change. Showing that you can adapt while staying organized reassures the interviewer that you can handle workload pressures effectively. 12. What motivates you at work? Standard Chartered looks for self-driven individuals. A strong answer can include learning opportunities, meaningful work, career growth, and contributing to organizational goals. You can say that working in a global bank motivates you because of the exposure and responsibility involved. Linking your motivation to long-term development and impact aligns well with Standard Chartered's culture. 13. How do you handle difficult clients or stakeholders? This question is especially important for customer-facing roles. A good answer focuses on listening, empathy, and professionalism. Explain that you remain calm, understand the client's concerns, and offer solutions within policy guidelines. Emphasize clear communication and patience. This shows that you can maintain the bank's reputation while ensuring customer satisfaction. 14. What are your strengths? When answering this question, focus on strengths that are relevant to the banking environment. You might mention skills such as attention to detail, analytical thinking, communication, or adaptability. For example, you can say that one of your key strengths is your ability to analyze information accurately and make informed decisions, which is essential in banking. Support your answer with a short example from your studies or work experience. Avoid listing too many strengths. Choose 2 or 3 and explain them clearly. This helps the interviewer understand how your strengths add value to Standard Chartered. 15. What is your biggest weakness? This question tests honesty and self-awareness. A strong answer includes a real weakness, but also shows improvement. For instance, you might say that earlier you struggled with public speaking, but you've worked on it by practicing presentations and participating in meetings. The key is to show that you are proactive about self-development. Avoid mentioning weaknesses that could directly harm your performance in the role, such as lack of integrity or poor time management. Standard Chartered values continuous learning, so showing growth is very important. 16. How do you stay updated with banking and financial trends? Standard Chartered looks for professionals who stay informed. You can say that you regularly follow financial news websites, banking reports, and global market updates. Mention reading annual reports of banks, following economic news, or learning through online courses and webinars. You can also add that you stay updated on regulations and digital banking trends. This answer shows curiosity, awareness, and commitment to professional growth, qualities that are highly valued in a global banking organization like Standard Chartered. 17. Describe a challenging situation and how you handled it. Use the STAR method: situation, task, action, and result. Briefly explain the challenge, your responsibility, the steps you took, and the outcome. Focus on problem-solving, communication, and decision-making. For example, you might talk about handling a tight deadline or resolving a customer issue. Emphasize what you learned from the situation. This question helps interviewers understand how you react under pressure and whether you can handle challenges professionally. 18. How do you handle feedback and criticism? A good answer shows maturity and openness. You can say that you view feedback as an opportunity to improve rather than as criticism. Mention that you listen carefully, ask questions if needed, and apply the feedback to enhance your performance. You may also share an example where feedback helped you improve your work. Standard Chartered values continuous improvement, so showing that you are receptive to feedback demonstrates that you can grow within the organization. 19. What do you know about risk management in banking? Risk management is a core function in banking. You can explain that it involves identifying, assessing, and minimizing financial, operational, and compliance risks. Mention the importance of following policies, internal controls, and regulatory requirements. You don't need to go very technical. Focus on understanding the concept and its importance. This shows that you are aware of how banks protect themselves, their customers, and their reputation. 20. How would you deal with an ethical dilemma at work? Standard Chartered places strong emphasis on ethics. A good answer highlights integrity and transparency. You can say that you would follow company policies, consult your supervisor or compliance team, and always choose the ethical path, even if it's difficult. Avoid giving vague answers. Show that you understand the importance of do the right thing, which is one of Standard Chartered's core values. 21. Why should we hire you for this role? This is your chance to sell yourself. Combine your skills, experience, and attitude into one clear answer. You can say that you bring strong analytical skills, attention to detail, and a willingness to learn. Explain how your values align with Standard Chartered's culture and how you can contribute to the team. Keep your answer confident but humble. This question tests how well you understand the role and how well you can communicate your value. 22. How do you manage work-life balance? Standard Chartered values employee well-being. A strong answer shows that you are organized and realistic. You can say that you manage your time effectively, set priorities, and maintain healthy routines. Emphasize that work-life balance helps you stay productive and focused at work. This shows maturity and long-term thinking, which are important for sustainable performance in a demanding banking environment. 23. Where do you see yourself in 5 years? Interviewers want to see ambition and stability. A good answer shows growth within the organization. You can say that you see yourself developing expertise in your role, taking on more responsibility, and contributing to Standard Chartered success. Avoid unrealistic titles. Focus on learning, leadership, and long-term contribution. This reassures the interviewer that you are serious about building a career, not just getting a job. 24. How do you handle failure? Failure is part of professional growth. A strong answer explains that you take responsibility, analyze what went wrong, and apply the lessons learned. You can briefly share an example where a setback helped you improve. Standard Chartered values resilience and continuous improvement, so showing a positive attitude toward failure works in your favor. 25. Do you have any questions for us? Never say no to this question. Ask thoughtful questions about team culture, training opportunities, or career growth. For example, you can ask about learning programs or performance evaluation methods. This shows interest, preparation, and enthusiasm for the role. It also leaves a positive final impression on the interview panel. And that brings us to the end of today's video on the top 25 Standard Chartered interview questions and answers. If you prepare these answers well and tailor them to your own experience, you'll walk into your interview with confidence and clarity. Remember, Standard Chartered looks for integrity, teamwork, and a growth mindset. If this video helped you, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share it with someone preparing for a banking interview. Best of luck, you've got this.